Hello, everybody. Good morning. How are you? So, I hope you're having a good morning wherever you are watching this react. I guarantee you're having a better morning than Foodie Beauty. I woke up this morning, hadn't even had my coffee yet, decided to go to my computer and check Twitter, and I saw that Foodie Beauty is angry this morning. She made a community post. She was angry, talking about how people should unsub for her channel if they're not quote unquote loyal Beezers. If they were Beezers that went over to other channels, not acceptable. They need to unsub. So Foodie's angry. She's very, very angry. I don't know why. I mean, to think about why Foodie's mad, it could be a variety of things. It could be because yesterday when she was doing her live, she wanted Hardee's and Salah was telling her, no, don't eat Hardee's. Have some fish and brown rice. And that was not the answer she wanted to hear. It could be because the day before, she had told people that she and Salah were going to go out to lunch. And then he got in chat and revealed that he had spent the day with his family and friends for Eid. So she didn't like that. So she's been in a mood. And now, where are we? Where we are is she's angry and she's insisting that people that are her Beezers be loyal and I guess stay on her channel. Although, Chantal, if they did stay on your channel, who are you going to have to snitch for you? Who's going to tell on the reaction channels? The people that go over into, say, my chat or somebody else's chat, the people that report back to you, how are they going to do that if you tell them that they're not allowed to do that? Also, another thing, you big hypocrite. One moment. Because it's early and I got to have my coffee. Chantal, how can you tell your Beezers to be loyal to you, to stay on your channel when you are not following by example? Isn't it customary to practice what you preach? You're telling your Beezers you can't go anywhere else. You should not be in any reactors chat when you make a point to be in the reactors chat. You have so many sock accounts. You go in the live chats. You watch the chats when they're over. You're all over Twitter with your sock accounts. You are everywhere, girl. Everywhere. You spend all of your time getting in all of our business. So rules for thee, but not for me? Is that the thinking? I'm the only one that can run around and find stuff out. The rest of you are not allowed to be in anybody's chat? Chantal, listen, I think you're getting a little bit too big for your britches. And it's not because of the million nashies that you eat. I think that you are just so entrenched in the YouTube life that you aren't thinking of the fact that people have a free will. They have a right to go as they want, to do as they want, to watch whoever they want. Anybody on Chantal's side of the fence, let me tell you something. Whether you like Chantal or not, if there's somebody on the internet trying to give you orders, trying to tell you what you're allowed to watch and where, I'd be questioning that. I really would. Someone who's thousands of miles away from you, trying to dictate to you what to watch on YouTube and when. A complete stranger, no less. Someone you don't know. Someone you're not related to. Someone you're not in love with. Trying to tell you what you can watch on your free time. Seriously, who does Chantal think she is? Like, running her channel like a cult. You're only allowed to be in the cult group. You're not allowed to be outside the cult group. Is it because, Chantal, you are trying to get people from having their own opinions? Is it because You want to control all the narrative. And you know, the reaction channels, we have a whole different narrative. We have a whole different opinion. And you don't want the Beezers to stop and think about the things you say or the things you do or the lies you tell. You don't want those Beezers to find out the truth. So to stop them from finding out the truth, let's insist that everybody stay in your corner on YouTube. If you weren't guilty of anything, there'd be nothing to be afraid of, would there? Absolutely nothing. If you tell the truth, then there's nothing to be afraid of, and there's no reason to try to control people so hard. But the more you try to control people, the more you insist on everybody staying on your side of the fence, the more I'm sure the Beezers are wondering, why is she working so hard to control us? What are the reaction channels saying that she is so afraid of? For any Beezers that might be here right now for this react video, I say think for yourselves. Don't let some stranger on the internet do the thinking for you. Don't believe every word they say, especially when it comes to a lying liar who lies. Lies? What's lies? I just made up a word. Lies. It is early. I'm still drinking my coffee. I'm waking up. I'm going to make up words, I guess. She's a lying liar who lies, but she's also a coward who hides. She hides from the truth. She hides from the evidence of the truth. So here's what's up, you guys. No reacting to any of her lives right now. We're just going to go over the Twitter peeps. And aside from her Twitter peeps, I've also included some entertaining, fun Twitter peeps. So I hope you guys enjoy this morning. I really do. So it's time for the early morning Twitter peeps. And once again, good morning to you, YouTube. Good morning, whoever you are. Good morning to whoever you are watching this react video. Let me see if I am where I need to be. I'm just making sure so I don't screw up again. I'm already making up words this morning. I don't want to screw up twice in a row. That'd be embarrassing. Okay, so I am where I need to be, so we're good. All right, so for those of you that are on Twitter, that you would like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. So let's start out with something fun, courtesy of Post of Cats. When the spring is springing. I love the puppy in the background, but the cat in the forefront, all stretched out, that is relaxation. And obviously that cat feels very comfortable and very secure because it's not only laying down, it's laying down showing its belly. When an animal shows its belly to you, when the belly is exposed, which is vulnerable for an animal, that means it feels completely secure and completely safe wherever it's at. Retro toys and cartoons. How do you stay in the house all day? Me, all my stuff is there and I don't like people. Well, I guess that's a good reason. Okay, Alus Kassar. Now, heads up to these people making very creative candy. They're making Mario taffy. I don't know, like I guess it's a long, intricate process, but I'm have the sound down because they're playing the Mario music, and that's copyright. But let's see the finished product of the Mario candy. Look at that. You got Mario in the middle. How creative is that? All right, Valgal says she has such a weird obsession with supporters. From the very beginning of her channel, all she has ever wanted is blind support, all butt pats all the time. Well, Chantal's a weak person. who likes to control weaker people. And Chantal's point of view is that the people that come on her channel, all of you guys are controllable. You're all addicted to her. She feels, Beezers, that she is your addiction. That no matter what she does or what she says, you are addicted to her, and she can pull whatever nonsense she wants with you, and you will forgive her and keep coming back. And to be fair, she's got a reason for thinking that way, for feeling that way, because Beezers, a lot of you have let her get away with all kinds of stuff when you should have just walked away. You kind of reinforce the bad behavior by sticking around versus leaving. So the impression that she has is I can do whatever I want with these people and they'll forgive me. No matter how awful it is, no matter how rude I am, they're going to forgive me because they love being here and they love being with me. But Chantal, if they were strongly addicted to you, if they really, 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 really liked you, why are they going to the reaction channels and hanging out? Could it be because the reaction channels are more entertaining? Could it be because some of the Beezers are getting madly bored with the food content? They just can't take it anymore. It's making their brain melt. I think so. I really, really think so. Okay, this is from Rhea, a thread of what the 1980s looked like. Summertime in the 1980s. I grew up in the 80s. This is taking me back. The 80s were a fun time. They really were, like big hair, big earrings, big everything. It was just a fun time. You guys could see it was a lot of fun. It was fun. Girls with their hair teased. It was a blast. It was a time of Dynasty and Alexis Carrington Colby. It was so much fun. I miss the 80s sometimes. All right, back to Foodie. Chin E Pondu says Foodie Beauty mad that she can't police what her viewers watch on their own time. She wants robots with no free will to worship her addiction with her. We know she has at least 8. Fondue Pondu says Foodie Beauty walk that crap back. So here's some of the Beezers acting as snitches, telling on other people. Kit Kat says, I saw a screenshot somewhere of Zach in FFG's chat. I think like a week ago or something. But it always seems like a lot of Beezers know exactly what the reaction channels are saying or doing. They either have secondary accounts that they switch to or watch silently from their main account. No one is loyal these days, but it's just the internet. I mean, Tracy TX was even in Milky's chat that one time. That's 2 Beezers right there. Chantal replies with, I just want real supporters in my chats. I don't know why that's so hard. I guess I need a whole new set of followers. I don't know. First of all, Kit Kat, who the F are you? Are you the YouTube police? Are you the Beezer police? Are you like the hall monitor for the Beezers? That you're keeping a watch on everybody? Snitching on people that you feel are disloyal to Chantal? I mean, who gave you that job? Why do you feel it's your job to police where other people go and what other people do on YouTube? Like, are you getting paid? Are you getting a paycheck? No? Okay, so why is it your business where people go? Why are you so concerned about what other people watch? I don't tell my audience where to go. I don't tell them what to watch. I have Beezers on my channel. I know I do. I recognize their names. But do I give them a problem? No. Am I aware that there might be some Beezers over here that come over here to keep an eye on me so they can go back and snitch to Chantal? Perhaps. But I'm also aware of the fact that some Beezers might be here because they want to be entertained. Or they're looking for a different perspective. And if they give me no problem, then I give them no problem. I'm a bit open-minded like that. I let people do what they want to do. I am not a control freak like Chantal is, or obviously like you are, because you're over here snitching on people. For what purpose? Girl, you ain't even getting paid. Have a seat. Have a big seat. Have a seat and just think about what you're doing over here snitching. Like Chantal's going to care about you a little bit more, or she's going to think you're a little bit loyal. This is YouTube. Ain't nobody have to be loyal to nobody. Got it? Thank you. Next. YouTube is just about watching videos and having a good time. You don't have to pledge loyalty to anybody. And anybody that's anybody knows. Loyalty is something you choose to give. It is not forced or pressured upon you. If somebody's trying to force you or pressure you to be loyal to them, question that. Question it. Why they're trying to work so hard to pressure you and poke you to be loyal. That's just madness. Two-Tailed Caper says, so Foodie Beauty is already at stage 2 from just her non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. This means she's already somewhat insulin resistant, but she stays immobile and continues to eat nothing but beige carbs. How long until her liver becomes a rock like the end? The comorbidities be comorbiditing. All right. NAFLD stands for non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. It is a condition in which excessive fat accumulates in the liver in people who do not consume excessive amounts of alcohol. The causes are obesity, insulin resistance, high cholesterol and triglycerides, high blood pressure, metabolic syndrome, and family history. Okay, there's an interesting clip that goes with this, courtesy of Interesting as F. It's only 39 seconds long. For anybody who wonders, what does a healthy liver look like? And what does a not healthy liver look like? I'm about to show you. Let's watch. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. It played before I was ready.
This is what can happen to your liver if you have fatty liver. This is a normal, healthy liver.
And that's what the liver looks like. It looks like a piece of steak almost. Very red, very spongy, very healthy.
This is what happens when you have fatty liver.
Oh, that's a lot different. Look at the difference between a healthy liver and a fatty liver. The size of the fatty liver next to a regular liver. Ugh. That's what all that. Let's go ahead.
Yellow fat starts to accumulate in the cells of your liver. Over time, fat in the liver can cause scar tissue in the liver. This is the start, called stage 2 fibrosis.
So we started off with a regular liver, red, spongy, healthy. Moving on to a fatty liver, which gets filled with fat. Third stage, the fat becomes scar tissue.
As more and more scar tissue starts to form, the liver becomes harder. This is stage 3 fibrosis. And over time, the scar tissue can become irreversible, causing chronic liver failure. And this is the liver with cirrhosis. This is what.
Wow. When's the last time you've had your liver checked, Foodie? I mean, it was years ago that you told us that you had non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. You also said to us that your liver was 3 times the size of normal. I remember you saying that. But that was years ago, and you keep eating these fatty foods. What does your liver look like now? Same thing with your heart. I mean, you're having trouble breathing. Even the recent horrible song that you did not too long ago. I remember when you did this song, Pathetic. Singing involves breath control. you had more breath control during that song. And now when you try to do covers, you run out of breath just singing. Like something's going on with your lungs, perhaps, or you just can't get enough breath to properly sing. And by the way, fix being out of tune, because that's just horrible too. But you might have problems with your heart, your liver, your lungs. You need to go to a doctor. Like, to go from a red spongy liver all the way over here, girl, don't mess around with that. You need your organs. You can't go to Temu and get replacements if they break down. You hear me? Can't buy replacements. You only get one set. Okay. Fat Cow Chronicles says, wait, how are people supposed to rat on other people that they are in reaction channels chat? Unless they're also watching the reaction channels. I was wondering that too. I'm like, you listen, Chantal, listen. When you do your live chats, you constantly ask people in your chat what's going on everywhere else. You look towards your own chat, your own Beezers for topics of conversation to fill up a couple of hours. You don't come online prepared for an entertaining chat. You just eat your meal and then you're like, now what? You guys come up with things to talk about. I'm not even going to try. So if you're telling your Beezers don't go to the reaction channels chats, how can they snitch on everybody and let you know the tea? I mean, that means you're just going to have to be on Twitter a lot more. Reaction channel chats a lot more. You're going to have to do everything yourself. You can't look at the Beezers anymore for help. Not that they should be helping you. Fondue Pondu says, Foodie Beauty 24 hours later and still raging. You hear that, Beezers? You are not allowed to watch reaction channels. Shape up, losers. So here's the post that she just put up saying, okay, so if you watch nasty reaction channels about me, I don't want to entertain you in my chat. So let me know now. Also, if anyone can let me know if you see anyone in my chat watching these other channels, that would be great. You can watch what you want, but I don't want you near me. Main reason is I don't want people in my corner of the internet who can stand to watch people be so disgusting and vile towards someone and find that entertaining. I also hate two-faced people. Stay over there and be hateful, but in my chats. I'll address all this when I'm done. I'm going to get through it first. I want supporters only. How can you call yourself a supporter of mine and watch people fertility shame me, shame my husband, dox my family, etc. is beyond me. But you are sick and stay the heck away from me. Thanks. Ooh, we got some stuff to go over. We got some stuff to go over. All right. Let's go. Let's take this little by little. If you watch nasty reaction channels about me, stop right there. Chantal, I know you don't want to think about this. I know you may never have considered this. Ma'am, you are a reaction channel. Yes, ma'am, you are. You are a reaction channel. We react to you and you react to us. You cannot deny it. You respond to the things that we say about you. And when we say things about you, we are simply responding to the content that you put out first, but you are a reaction channel. How many reaction channels have you talked about on your channel during your live chats? How many times has that happened? How many times have you talked about FFG, YouTube Underground, like garlic bread, everybody, Milky Chai? Anyone and everyone is fair game. That's part of your content. That's some of the topics you talk about to fill up the time. You're a reaction channel. You want to dumb it down and say that you're a food channel, but it's not just a food channel. You don't get on your channel and just eat your food and shut your mouth. Do the ASMR approach. You talk while you're eating. Unfortunately, the conversation is not entertaining, but you talk. You talk, you get mad, you go off like you did yesterday. You're a reaction channel. So let that be known. Also, if anyone can let me know if you see anyone in my chat watching these other channels. Chantal, did you see what you just said? Also, if anyone can let me know if you see anyone in my chat watching these other channels. Chantal, you're telling people they are not allowed in the reaction channel chats. They're not allowed. And yet, here you are telling people to go over to those chats and just, I guess, lurk to try to catch other people being in chats. You're not allowed to go over there, but go over there to catch other people. What? One minute you say you're not allowed to go over there. Next minute you say, well, let me know who's in those chats that ain't supposed to be. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. Jeez. You can watch what you want, but I don't want you near me. So you're punishing people for exercising their freedom of choice to go where they want on the internet and watch what they want to watch. You're actively punishing people if they say, I want to go watch this person. I want to go watch that person. Unknown caller. You're punishing those people. You're saying, you're not allowed to watch what you want to watch. But I don't want you near me. You're acting like a dictator. You're acting like a tyrant. You're trying to force people to watch you and only you. And the crazy thing is, you're not doing entertaining content. Your content is boring. You even said yourself, the only reason why you're doing the eating content, the mukbang content, is because it's easy. What you didn't say, and this matters, is I do it because I enjoy it. It's my passion. Eating, it really isn't your passion. It's just something you know how to do, and you know you can make money with it, so therefore you do it. But what is entertaining to other people is subjective. But you don't want to hear all that. What you want to hear about is you're only allowed to come to my channel, watch my videos, give me super chats. Your job here as my viewer, as my subscriber, as my Beezer is to essentially be here and give me money, make me money. And although I should be grateful to make the money that I do on YouTube, I should feel blessed for the opportunity to be on YouTube and make this money, because God knows I really don't do much for it. When I should be so grateful that I should just take what I got and be happy and not complain, you're getting a bit too big for your britches. And you're trying to control people. They give you freedom, you want to take their freedom away. That ain't right. That is so not right. That's not right. Let people say what they want to say, where they want to say it. Let people do what they want to do when they want to do it. You don't own the internet. You don't own YouTube. You need to get your head checked. You need to get yourself grounded, girlfriend. You are just a person who created a YouTube channel long ago, but you ain't special, okay? You're not special. There are channels bigger than yours, better than yours, much more entertaining content that people subscribe to. There's all kinds of entertaining stuff on YouTube, all kinds of stuff. And you're not even trying to entertain people. I think you're even bored with your own content. I mean, it's obvious. You get online, you're like, now what do I do? So if you feel that way about your content and you're the one doing it, why wouldn't the Beezers get bored and want to go elsewhere? Instead of trying to force loyalty, do content that makes people want to watch you more. Entertain people. Don't try to force their hand. I want supporters only. Nah. You want zombies that follow you. The people that are on your channel, they watch your lives, as boring as they are. You get Google AdSense money from that, and some of them buy memberships. It's paying $5 a month for content that's not worth $5 a month. You don't even do members only chats. I think that's support enough, Chantal. If you're not willing to give your all and entertain people, that's enough. You're asking too much. You want to control people's lives on YouTube. You're not God. Get off your pedestal. Seriously, get off. You got a God complex. Perfectly Imperfect said this is because one of her Beezers is over in Shani's chat all the time, calling her a queen. Kind of ridiculous to even care. It's the internet, for crying out loud. I wonder if Chantal's flipping out because she feels like she's losing control of a lot of things, of Salah, of herself, of the Beezers. Control freaks freak out when they feel like they're losing control. When a narcissist has control over a person or a group of people, that's where they draw their strength from. And maybe she feels like everything is out of her control and it's causing her to just go into a tailspin. Like she can't control anybody or anything, not even herself. Why You Should Have a Cat says, is this heaven? I would think so. So I have one complaint. There should be more cats. I want more cats. Can we have the whole landscape of cats? I mean, those are pretty, but I want more cats. Oh, look. Oh, look at this baby over here in the corner. Look, look, look. It's got like the half face with the orange and the gray. How pretty. They're pretty. Look, it looks like Booger. This one's pretty and that one's pretty and that one's pretty. I'd take them all if Booger would let me. But she's a jealous old lady. She would never. She's very possessive of Mom. I've tried, trust me. She doesn't like me to be near other cats. King Savoy says, address this, Chantal. Fondue Pondu says, Foodie Beauty. Tracy, girl, you got some splaining to do. Tracy, you enjoy the YouTube Underground support group? Screenshot. Tracy, why are you over in Yaba's chat? Why are you buying a membership? I thought you were loyal to Chantal. Aren't you the same one that you got busted over at Milky Chai's chat? Didn't you already get in trouble? Girl, Chantal's going to have a word with you. Fondue Pondu says, Foodie Beauty, look at all this pathetic BS. So this is from Teardrop, one of her main mods, saying, I have all my childhood friends, but we only talk here and there, so we all live far apart. I have no desire to make new in-person friends. Chantal is my online best friend. Pathetic. She's your online best friend, huh? Okay, whatever, Teardrop. Okay, let's see. All right, this tweet from Raised Dactylion Trauma says Chantal's story about the $400 bad check leaves out the part where she took a cut of it. She's just as guilty and has always lied to her mother about the crap that she did. Yeah, I did say yesterday that there was more to that story. Chantal tells stories, and more than half the time they aren't true stories. They are made up stories or bits and pieces from different stories from different people, or if it's something where she's an awful person, she's going to leave that part out. She's always going to spin it that she was the victim or the hero in every story, because that's what narcissists do. In every story, they're either the victim or the hero or both. So I don't doubt that she got a cut of that $400 bad check. And this is from Fondue Pondu, and Kai Bella's going off. I can't play her right now because Kai Bella went all the way off on Chantal, using bad words and everything, and YouTube might have a problem with that, but trust me, she ate her up. Yes, she did. And also, as far as Kai Bella, Chantal actually struck Kai Bella's channel. Yeah, that happened. Don't know why she did it. Don't know why. Kai Bella wants nothing to do with Salah. The thing that happened a while ago, so why do that now? I don't know. Is it because Kai Bella bought a doll from Fat Cow and was showing it off on her channel and Chantal was punishing her? I don't know. Punch Cat says his eyes. Oh, the baby. That is adorable. My heart just melted. If you get a pet that looks at you with those eyes, that's love for life right there. That is love and loyalty for life. Hey, Chantal, you were yelling and screaming about loyalty in your community post. You want to see what loyalty looks like? There it is. Without a word said, without a word spoken, that is loyalty. That's love. That is loyalty that is not forced or pressured or poked or threatened. That is true lifetime loyalty. That's how you get real loyalty from a living thing. You love on it. You take care of it. Moving on. Fondue Pondu says, Foodie Beauty, Chantal, when is Tracy TX being removed from your channel as a mod and Beezer? I mean, why can't Tracy and Teardrop go sit in reactor chats, but you hold regular Beezers to a higher standard than your mods, who are your friends? Yeah, that is interesting, isn't it? So Tracy and Teardrop can go hang out in other people's chats and they don't get in trouble. They don't get the axe thrown at them. They don't get banned off her channel. Even some of the people in her past, the super chatters that gave her the most money, like Anime Sucks, like Life with Ron or Life by Ron, caught in reactor chats, giving the reactors money. They're still allowed on her channel. Why are they given a free hall pass? You have to wonder, like why are some people in the special box and other people aren't? Like this screenshot, when Chantal was acting like she was mad at Tracy TX, this was after Tracy got caught in Milky Chai's chat. Tracy was complimenting Milky Chai's boobs. Chantal wasn't happy about it. She kind of went off on Tracy in this stream, but then she forgave her. Here's Tracy's comment to Chantal while she was going off on her. But I defended you and I told her that I didn't like her. I would never stab you in the back, and I don't go in her chat all the time. She told on herself. I will never hurt you, and I went into her chat because of the... Tracy, you told on yourself. You just said, I don't go in her chat all the time, which means you going into Milky Chai's chat, that wasn't the first time. You've been in there before, and now you've been caught again buying a membership to the YouTube Underground. Listen, Tracy, you can do what you want. But Chantal doesn't feel that way. She doesn't feel that people are allowed to do what they want. She wants you under her full control. Full control. You're not allowed to go anywhere else and have fun. No, no, no. No, we can't have that here. Although Chantal's channel is not fun, she doesn't want anybody having fun. And she knows the reaction channels are fun. So the fun, we can't have that here. Not allowed. Fun, we don't know her. We blocked her number. I defended you and I told her I didn't like her. Then what in the heck were you doing in her chat, Tracy? And why did you compliment her boobs? Not that Milky Chai doesn't have good boobs. She does. She got a banging body. But if you are such a staunch supporter of Chantal, why were you over there in the first place, girlfriend? Why? Why? And then you got your butt handed to you by Chantal. And now you've been busted again. King Savoy says, Foodie Beauty 3 years ago with big plans, hopes and dreams, couples travel channel, house in the woods. Never change, cutie. The Angry Scott says, Foodie Beauty is still dreaming about getting her happily ever after, ending with Cokie. I'm not getting ads on her lives, by the way. Interesting, interesting. So this clip is a bit old. This clip was during Crackhead Olympics when Chantal was still very much involved with Natter. And she wanted the same thing with Natter that she does with Salah. Like she just wanted a man to claim her. She wanted to be able to say that she had a man. So she tried every way in the world to get Natter to be in a relationship with her, although he never wanted to be in a relationship with her. He was in a relationship with her money, and that's how he wanted to keep things. She wanted to get emotional. He wasn't feeling it, but she still tried. But let's watch the clip.
This is what I wish. I know you're going to judge me for it.
You know what? Let's blow this up. I want to blow it up. I want to blow it up on purpose because I want y'all to see what's going on behind her. Look at that mess. Look, this is her living room in the Canadian Villa. Look at all boxes over here. You got food trash over here. Like it was disgusting. Her house was disgusting. Disgusting. Go ahead, Chantal. I'm sorry to interrupt. I know that's rude.
This is what I wish. I know you're going to judge me for it. Okay, somebody sent me a funny message. I wish. I keep looking at my nails. I think next time I'm going to get, I'm always going to get this. And they have like a really nice see-through. Oh, I'll show you next time.
You know, it's really wild when you watch Chantal's videos from the beginning of her channel. You can see the progression of how she went from caring about herself a little bit to not caring at all. Like she used to care about her appearance. She used to always come on camera with her nails done, her makeup done, her hair done somewhat decent clothing. Now she doesn't care anymore. She doesn't care if she comes on camera with like dirty, filthy, nasty clothes, her face unwashed, her nails looking a mess. Like there's a whole feeling of I don't care. I don't care about myself. I don't care about my content. I don't care about my audience. I don't even care about my channel. Like, it's so all over the place. There's no sense of pride about herself or what she surrounded herself with.
I wish, like, a part of me, like, wants everything to just blow over legally and then have like a happy travel couples channel and cooking and happily forever eating baba ganoush happily forever after in a cabin in the woods in Quebec somewhere.
You know, there was one fatal flaw in your plan, Chantal. You wanted a couples channel with Natter, but you guys were never a couple. He never loved you. He never wanted to love you. He loved your money. That's why he kept taking your money. That's why he never stopped you from giving him money. He loved what you could give him. He did not love you. You were just the door that he had to pass through to get what he really wanted. He knew how to talk to you. He knew that you were lonely. He knew that you wanted company and companionship. He knew that you were using him as content for your channel. And he manipulated all that against you. He even figured out that if he brought another woman around, he could get more money out of you. That if he brought Dee Dee over for a time, that you'd be foaming at the mouth and paying any price to make her go home. He played you like a country fiddle, and you never figured it out. Or if you did, you let it keep happening.
Never fight ever again. We both grow as people from this. Like, we both become better people. Like, he is better. He controls his anger, and me too. And
like, this was how desperate for Natter Chantal was. Anything you want, Natter. I'll pay for everything. I'm making the money. I can pay for everything. Just fake love me. She did say, all he has to do is fake love me, and I'll give him anything he wants. Well, fake love is not real love, Chantal. It isn't. It's phony. It's not real. It's an act. You said to Natter and then Salah, just put on an act and pretend to love me. And so they did. And the agreement was that they would get paid for doing so. But there was never any real feelings in the contract. You can't pay for real feelings. You can't pay for real emotions or connections. And you knew that. But maybe you were hoping that if you hung out long enough, that you could wear them down to the nub and they would just give in to you and love you. And even if they did, that's not real love. That's just somebody who's so exhausted and so tired they can't fight anymore. And that's not where real love comes from. Do you understand? That's not the real thing. That's not the real thing. Anyway, let's keep going. Adam Ami says, wait, so if no one is in her chat can even watch reaction channels at all, who's going to be reporting to her then? Good question. King Savoy says, Foodie Beauty, some of us are on countdown to Cuba Rage anniversary 3 years, but found this video was fun. You were feeling it with your coffee and music and hat. Find that bad bee again. Take off the towel and live a little. D. Angry Scott says, Foodie Beauty was up early and feeling herself in Cuba today. Did this in the coffee place. So this tweet was from April 4th, 2022. Chantal, take a look at yourself. Just look at this clip. And remember, going to Cuba. And yes, you were raging most of the time. But look. She's acting silly. Having her coffee. But when is the last time you've had this much fun? You were having a little bit of fun in Cuba. Just a little bit. You were goofing off, having a good time. I don't think you've had this much fun in years. I really don't think so. You just put yourself in a place where you cannot have fun. Nothing But Love says, go ahead and tell me where I can and cannot go. Go eat something and take a nap. Yeah, nobody tells us what to do. I do what I want. Orange Cat says, for those of you unfamiliar, this is where Chantal joined the Kiwi Farms herself and raged at Manicat in 2018. Good to know Chantal hasn't changed. So I guess that happened. That as much as Chantal rages at the Kiwi farmers because they have she's got her own thread on the Kiwi farms. This thing is over 5,000 pages long. Like they got a serious archive of things she's done. But she joined the Kiwi farms. I guess after she learned that Manicat did too. So going off on the Kiwi farms, and yet you were on the farms, Foodie. Wonder Mom says Foodie Beauty is losing her mind again. Funny thing is that there is nothing she can do to stop people from doing what they want. These little toddler tantrums are adorable. So dear Beezers, enjoy the reactor channels and never stop whispering into Chantal's ear what we haters say. That Chantal is very flip-floppy. One minute she says, don't tell me something, and then she sets people up to tell her something. Like, don't do this, but then she'll do it. So it's like nobody takes her seriously because of that. Malarkey Meter says she's hangry. She might be. That might be the case. Snarky Priest says, wow, she's crashing out and tanking her channel more every day, saying she needs a whole new set of followers because a few of them watch us is insane. Hey, Moodles, you can't control what people say. Let's look at the screenshots. Goldfinger Tude says, oh, I watch Carrie, so I suppose after 12 years or whatever, I can't watch you. Always stood up for you, and not that Carrie ever says anything bad. I always say nothing but positive things about you when you're brought up. Sorry, I watch a lot of channels. Shame I'm not welcome anymore. Foodie says, Carrie is not a hateful Foodie reaction channel. You know, Chantal, let me get your head straight. The people that come to your channel, some of them are subscribed, some of them are not. Whether they're subscribed or not, they are just viewers, which means they watch your stuff or they choose not to watch your stuff. But it's not that deep. They don't owe you complete blind loyalty. And you really shouldn't be asking that. It's entirely too much, ma'am. You're going over the line. Narky says, Chantal, you remember when you went to feed the cats on a members-only live stream and you only had 8 people in your chat? That is what you're asking for, considering all your financial goals. Canada, not the smartest move. Bankruptcies don't pay themselves off. That's true. That is true. You're doing everything to draw people away from you, Chantal. You're alienating some of your people away from you. Like, just let people do what they want. Control freak. Let them go where they want to go. Goodness gracious. Aesthetic says the moon dressed as Saturn. This is so beautiful. Ooh, what a beautiful scene. I wish I were there right now. Okay, an interesting information courtesy of Fondue Pondu about Foodie, saying also you passed around Pete's nudes in high school, making fun of him to your friends and then hiding the fact you were dating and screwing him behind their back because you were ashamed of him. Yeah, she did that. She did that to Pete's. And something else that people may not know about Pete's. Pete's real name is Jamie. So where did the name Pete's come from? In high school, unfortunately, Pete's had bad acne, and people called him Pizza Face. And for some reason, even now, Chantal is calling him a shortened version of that nasty insult. So Pete's came from Pizza Face. Really nice, huh? Her best friend calling him a shortened version of an insult that people called him in high school with the bullying. Wonder Mom says, I love that Foodie Beauty wants us to believe she's winning. I would like to know at what? Her job? Channel views are down, as is money. Her marriage? Nobody believes he will ever screw her or even like her. Her health? She can't even say 2 words without struggling for breath. All true. Like I asked that question yesterday. What am I jealous of exactly? Enigma 2025 says she admits to talking daily to other men and says she's good with what men need. Isn't it illegal for her to speak this way? If she isn't worried about Salah leaving her because she can find other men, why did she run right back to Kuwait after he cheated? Yeah, why did you, Chantal? If you've got men banging down your door, lined up around the corner, taking numbers and having a seat waiting for you, why did you run back to Salah so fast? What self-respecting woman would run back to a man that is talking to a woman the way he was talking to Kybella? You ran back there at light speed. So I guess maybe you didn't have people lined up for you then? Kind of feels that way. All right, so that's it for all the Twitter peeps, y'all. Hope I caught you guys up on everything going on. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm going to go ahead and do a react to a tarot reading now. So y'all take care and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.